Yeah, what's up? It's your boy Hip Hop Gamer. This is something new that I'm doing. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when you guys go on websites and you read a whole bunch of articles, that's what you're doing. You're reading articles. So I'm starting to do video articles. So all the writing that I was doing before, I'm gonna start doing video articles and give you like brief written descriptions of what you about to see. I felt that, you know, the video is more engaging, more interesting, and also you can understand where I'm coming from better, because a lot of times you can read something and you may take it a different way just because the way you read it. But if you hear a person talk, you can hear their emotion and their mannerisms behind the article and what they're saying and have a better understanding of it. So without further ado, let's get it started with this article. This article right here, the title is PSN is the next upgrade Microsoft needs to worry about. Okay? Now the reason why, I'm going to break it down to some points. Alright? First point, 550,000 consoles sold in a week, and that was only at a $299 price. I'm gonna tell you what that means. When Xbox 360 dropped to $199, you did not see those type of results, especially in a week. So that lets me know that all those, you know, theories that we had about PS2 owners waiting to get up into PS3 and people just waiting for the price to come down to the right price point so they can jump out and get it is actually true. Why? Because for you to sell over 500,000 consoles in 1 week, there's 4 weeks in a month. And you gotta think about it like this. This isn't the holiday season. It's a regular week. August to September 5th. Like August 30th to September 5th. That's a regular week. You know what I'm saying? No huge things going on, like, you know, as far as holiday rushes and everything. It's just a regular week, and that happens. That means that momentum is going to stay there. Now, I know Halo is coming out in September, so the momentum may drop a little bit because of the Halo hype. But for the most part, if they could pull that off, I don't care if the price drop just happened. If they could pull that off in a week, a regular week, this holiday season, they are going to destroy. Period. They are going to destroy. That's one. Alright, so that's the first point I wanted to make. 550,000 at $299. 360 couldn't even do that at $199. So imagine what Sony would have done if they would have came out the same day. Like if Microsoft and Sony came out day and date, or if Sony came out, you know, when they came out, but launched at a $299 price, we would not even have a discussion in terms of sales in this generation right now. So that's the first point I want to make. The second point is this, right? If you look at Sony's momentum, if they keep this up, will Xbox Live be that much of a selling point anymore? The reason why I say it is because the PSN network is great for what it is. And even though on PSN you can get mess up games, a lot of it's because of internet connections or the game server itself. And even on Xbox 360, you get lag and problems too. It's not immune to it. You see what I'm saying? So Xbox Live get problems just as well as PSN. But the thing is, PSN is free. Xbox Live, you gotta pay for. And even though you got a better feature set, which makes your overall online experience, you know, better, PSN has exclusive games like Killzone and Resistance and Mad Coming that you can only enjoy on the PSN network, and that right there makes the PSN network, you know, valuable. 256 players with no slowdown, and we already done beta testing and everything. That right there is incredible. So in terms of their structure is great. All PSN gotta do is get those features up, and it's a wrap. So that's another point I wanted to make. The next point is this. Multi-platform sales increased as well for the PlayStation 3. Now, considering the actual lead that Microsoft has, when you look at those multi-platform sales, those sales is too close to each other to represent that big of a lead. So now, I'll give you an example. If Batman Arkham Asylum could sell like 200 and something thousand on the PS3, and then like the 360 version sells like I think 20,000 more, 20 or 30,000 more, that's not a big enough gap, you know what I mean, to justify a 8 million, 7 million lead in terms of install base. So obviously, the more people that's getting the PS3, the bigger the user base, meaning more multi-platform sales on that system, and possibly even higher on the 360. Now, if that's the case, how much more effective Xbox Live is going to be as a selling point, considering on the PlayStation 3 side, you got a lot of people that just want the Sony machine that couldn't get it initially, and you got the Blu-ray player, which is a great value, along with all the Wi-Fi and everything else that it has to offer. That right there is incredible. So that's another point I wanted to make. How will Xbox Live still be as big as a factor? And judging by these first time sales and everything that's coming, Xbox Live may not be as big as a factor as we all may seem, as things look right now. Alright, so keep that in mind. Another point I want to make is PSN, the title of the article, the PSN. All it needs right now is to match Xbox Live or come extremely close to Xbox Live in terms of features. And then once that happens, you got a $299 console that does Blu-ray, Wi-Fi, and it has all the features, roughly all the features that Xbox Live has, and you get it for free. Xbox Live either going to have to make their service free, or they're going to risk losing their position in their lead over Sony. Now, the reason why I say lose lead, because on my show I said that Microsoft is going to win this generation hands down over Sony. I said that, and the reason why I said that is because the way the developers show their love and support for Xbox 360, they show more love to 360 than they do on the PlayStation. They do. But in this particular situation, once PSN get their features up there, you're going to have a system which is selling more multi-platform games than before. It's at the price point that I guess everybody loves, and it can only get better once the system hits $199. Okay? And then on top of that, you got these great games coming out. I mean, this is truly a relaunch of a system. The marketing is great. I mean, what more can you ask for? At this point in time, it looks incredible right now for Sony. So when you look at that, when you put all of that in line, developers are going to start noticing that. On top of that, the PSP is a factor. Why? Because developers can make games on PSP. PSP works with the PS3. The whole Sony brand builds. The whole Sony brand is building. Okay? So if developers really take notice of what's going on and they decide to jump on the Sony bandwagon just as hard as they are on the Microsoft bandwagon right now, considering Sony's position at the moment, they, over time, in the next couple of years, if they keep this momentum up with these sales, can overtake Xbox 360. They can overtake them. Because you gotta keep in mind what I said. What Sony is doing in a week, Microsoft hasn't done in a couple of months. Keep that in mind. So if you think about that over time, and Sony is eventually going to drop the $199 as well, which is going to show another big burst probably next year, it's really going to be serious in the industry. Okay? So that's roughly my article right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One love. God bless. Join the site. Hit me up. You can contact me on Skype. My Skype contact name is Hip Hop Gamer, or you can hit me up at email, which is hiphopgamer@hiphopgamershow.com. Make sure you take a look at game review battles featuring Batman and my man Joker. It's on the website. It's up right now. Shout out to Coalition.com. My man Swift, he's the one I battled, on Wednesday. So make sure you check everything out and enjoy it. I hope you like this article, and give me the feedback on what you think about this new format of how I'm doing articles. Okay? Leave your comments, audio or video. It don't matter. Hip Hop Gamer, it's your boy. I'm out.